Well, there we go. So, last time, we ended up finding out some juicy information about a couple who was supposed to be meeting near Ambrel Tower. And today I'm gonna investigate that, and we're gonna see what happens. I don't believe there's anything I haven't done that I need to do, so we can equip everybody and then head off. Have everything I need there. And you need silver earring. Okay. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. Anything we haven't taken care of, we better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. Alright then. Please come with me, I'll show you to your room. We are locked in, boys. This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? Wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea! More than happy to just do that, but is it really okay to take it that easy? Rest when you can. That's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Oh joy. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fisher's dream come true. I bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you gonna do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well. Hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. So... he's vibing. Oh, crap. And Olivier are having a drink of chilled fruit wine together. Shara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Oh, don't worry. This stuff is just like water. Estelle, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Shara, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Shara is not the one I'm concerned about. Huh? By the way, Estelle, what happened to Joshua? Did he dump you or something? Yeah, actually, he did. Really? I invited him to come fishing with me, but he brushed me off for a book. Don't you think that's a little cold-hearted? What? That's it? You had me going there for a minute. I invited Shara for a friendly drink, and she readily agreed. It seems as though she's finally been taken in by my charm. That brash self-confidence may cost you your life. Whoop. Okay. Time for the fish. Yes, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. Hee. Now let's see about casting a few lines. Crap! I don't have a fishing pole. Wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare I can borrow. So that's why I went in earlier, but my brain died on the dialogue sequence. Give me your rod, woman. Wait, no. Do you have a fishing pole I could borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over there, and they're free to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score! Borrow progressive rod. So, in reference to fishing, there is a different type of fish. For each thing, there's 5 different items you can get. And I'm going to be trying to get them all. So we'll go south. And we'll use a lure. And then you want to reel it in all at once. And you obtain holy boots. Curse you, holy boots. This victory is yours. Let's see, what should I do now? So you have to fish all 10 times for an achievement. So I'll be doing that. I don't think there's anything else unique to the south that we need, so the rest of the things we do will be east. We want to use a lure. I'll speed through this dialogue. And now we need to wait until it gets tired before reading it in. And you should get a smelt. What a little fishy. Yeah, she's gonna make fun of me if she sees this. Or should I just eat it now to hide the evidence? Let's see. What should I do now? Continue fishing. Don't change the spot. And if we go... So we're east... And then we want to use a fly. And then wait until it gets tired. Yep, and then we get a tiger rockfish. Continue fishing and don't change your spots. Then use... a fly, and then wait a bit. So it's the middle option. Wait a bit before reading it in. And we should get a rainbow trout. Yep. Now this is quite a catch. Let's see. What should I do now? Continue fishing. And then we want to use the same spot. Then we need to use a lure and then reel it in immediately. all at once. A whoop. And then we get a little bell carp. And then we need to change spots. We need to go west. Use a lure, and wait until it gets tired. And we get a salmon. That is, as far as I know, the only way to get a salmon. Yes! 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 I am a goddess of fishing! What a haul! This may just beat the record for the size of my best catch to date. I thought for certain it was just a regular fish by the way it tugged on the line. Let's see, what should I do now? So that is, as far as I'm aware, every unique fish. And you can only fish 10 times. So for now, I will continue and fish up at least 4 pairs of holy boots. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. Because holy boots have +3 move, which isn't great if you're being hit in the face a lot, but if you need to avoid AoEs, the +3 move is really nice. But yeah, you can do pretty much anything with South, and you'll be fine for holy boots. If you do South, Lore, and Real now, you get holy boots every time, I'm pretty sure. So we're just gonna keep fishing holy boots until we've done fishing 10 times, and then we should be good. I want 4 pairs of holy boots just in case. Not because they're good, or because they sell for a lot, but just because +3 move sounds nice for now. And I picked change spot again. Damn you, button mashing. If you want more fish for food items, then you can do that if you want. But if you want to do that, I recommend doing the salmon. Because the salmon gives you, what is it? The salmon gives you... entirely sure. Oh. But yeah, the salmon's good to fish up if you don't have really anything else going. Anyway, I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. Huh? Joshua? What's this? The book 100 Days War seems to have been left on the table. I still picked it up. I wonder if Joshua forgot this. Being so sharp, he sure can miss things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where I could have taken off to. So, you can hold your liquor, can't you? I think I've changed my mind about you. Come on now, drink up. Oh, hold on, Shara. Don't you think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves with this pace? It could interfere with tonight's. What are you whining about now? Come on and drink, you third-rate musician. Or are you saying you can't keep up with me? Thanks. Estelle, don't just sit there and watch. Do something. Sorry, bud. Once she gets started, there's no stopping her. You don't have to worry. Sharon never gets plastered. Shouldn't you be worried about me, the great Olivier? Nah, you're a dead man. Is she always like this? Whenever she's on the job, she manages to behave herself. But when it comes to having a drink, even my dad can't keep up with her. Is that the case? At any rate, I'm kind of interested in seeing her go wild. Or am I going to pass out from the drinks first? Things are starting to heat up in here. Maybe I should just strip down naked. If you take off anything else, we're really going to be in trouble. So, yeah, he's not in there. If we come over here. Hey there, laddie! What are you doing, whittling away the evening in a place like this? Not much. How about yourself? You done fishing, or are you heading back into battle? No, I've already had my fill. It sure has been a while since I did, though. Oh, that reminds me. Star handed the book she found on the table. You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving your book on the table. You should be more careful with your stuff. Oh, that? I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell that's what you're doing. No, Estelle, I'm ruining your frame rate. Oh god, I'm really tanking the frame rate. Somebody stop me. And besides, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up while I'm feeling down. While I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. Times like these when you should say thank you, not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know what's most important. You're probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, right. And in return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? As you wish. Is The Whereabouts of Light good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. I wonder why it is. When I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry. So, you're still not going to ask? About my past, I mean. We promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, then I wasn't going to ask, right? And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like much of a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day, your father came home with this beat-up kid. Some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well? It seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you've got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've also got a way of not letting others inside, by using politeness like a shield. Now wait a minute. And you're caring, and lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, and the food he likes. You know, kinds of things that I only know firsthand. You're no different, Joshua. You make it nearly impossible to argue with you. You know that? It's been like that ever since the first time we met. You gave me the flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, I might add. Did I really do that? Yeah, injured and all. More than once. I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure. Nice excuse. But anyway, Estelle. What? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea. I'm starving. We need to eat our fill, so we're ready for tonight. That scene is the first real dialogue that Estelle and Joshua have about their past together, and it just puts a lot of it into context about their relationship and how they came to know each other. It's very wholesome. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your book, Joshua. Oh, right. Star held out the book. I'm actually done with it. At this point, it'd just end up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. Can I read it? Looks like a particularly difficult book, but do you think if I spent some time with it, I'd understand? I'm sure you'd be fine. There's already a lot of stuff you know in there anyway. So do you want to take a stab at it, Estelle? Sure, I'll give it a shot. Received 100 Days War. So, the 100 Days War is a book that basically explains the lore reasons for what happened before the events of Trails in the Sky that made Cassius become a bracer and killed Estelle's mother, amongst other things. If you've got time for it and want to read it, I recommend that you do, because it's very interesting. I'm sure I'll dedicate a whole stream to reading books eventually, because that sounds like a fun thing to do. Anyway, if we head back inside. Olivia's dead! Help a fellow out. I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Wow, I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Olivia. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Shara. Well, didn't you two come at a good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? We're gonna eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come on, you two. When I say let's drink, we drink. You're gonna make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh, great. She's already reached stage 2. Rage mode. Don't worry, Shara. Olivier said he's good for another couple rounds. How about having him keep you company? What? So you can still drink more, can you? Joshua, how could you just give me to her like that? I can't. I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? I don't know. Should I? You're you're like a little demon. Cute at the same time, too. At least the fish are polite here. I guess he'll be just fine. How about we sit at the counter? I'd hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Please, Shara, I'm pleading with you. You and the fish. Just don't pour me another glass. Oh. Olivia dies. The bard is no more. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's totally plastered. Looks like even a guy who takes sweet time for everything can stand up to a drunken sharer. Oh, wow. What a night of drinking. Been so busy lately, I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. And you're not even red in the face either from all that alcohol. You sure you haven't had some kind of special training, Shara? It could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with the scorpions and asps in them? I might have built up a resistance that way, but who knows? Somehow, I don't think that's the case. By the way, what are you planning on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now, and we wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility that we'll have a direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight. Getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it all wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you got Olivia drunk so he wouldn't be able to come along, did you? Well, of course I did, and he'll thank me for that in the long run. Too, after his raging hangover anyway. And so that whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see, it's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout over at the inn. Don't skirt around the issue, Shara. Quiet you. For the time being, we're going to circle up to the far pier. Understood. Alright then, let's go. Poor Olivia. Oh, Shara, please, I can't take another. He is a dead man. So? You want all of your party members who are frontlining to have a silver earring because the enemies up ahead can inflict poison. So if you don't have one on everybody, I recommend doing that now. Head down to the pier. I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you really think they'll show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, if we move around too much, there's the possibility we'll be seen and then they'll take off. Since the Sky Bandits are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch from that area. Right, so where should we watch from? We need a place where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. So, we want to basically find a spot where we can see them without being seen ourselves, which is the balcony. Well, it looks like we're here a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this were the middle of the day, we could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Quit talking nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Let's hurry up and get moving. Ah, wait for me, Kyle. I can't do a tomboy, I'm sorry. I should have known it'd be them. Looks like they're headed for the far pier. I wonder what they intend to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try and get as close as we can without being noticed. So... I am one with the lamp, one with the lamp, one with the... I'm one with the lamp. Sorry, distractions. So if we get closer... Should have figured they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. I really hate those guys. Act like they're so superior, and to be honest, they're kinda scary. No doubt about that. They are quite the clandestine bunch. But there's not much we can do about it. This is an order from Dawn. This seems to be a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying, too. Hey, Kyle? Don't you think Dawn's been acting a bit strange recently? It's not just like him, if you ask me. You know, the whole hijacking of the airliners thing. While I admit it was lucrative, now we've got the army clamping down on us full scale. Not to mention those annoying bracers are now involved. And he's gone and taken hostages and demanded a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Dawn has gone way overboard this time. In the end, you'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out to run with a bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. Things are getting too tough for you. You're always welcome to try salvaging a life back home. Shouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't set your sights too high. Although admittedly, it is a bit colder than the borough. You can treat me like a kid and I'm not gonna get angry? I'd like to see you get by without me. What with your crap cooking and all, not to mention the laundry. You really want to go back to burnt toast and turning your underwear inside out? Okay, I see your point. And I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said, before it gets too late to back out. Now, getting back to what you said earlier, I do have to agree that Dawn has been acting pretty weird. You expect us to just keep fishing for a ransom? We should take what we can get. I'd like to believe that Dawn is smart enough to see that. Don't you think he started acting strange? About the time that guy showed up. It's the only thing I can think of as to why he started acting like this. Yeah, he was the one who introduced us to those other guys too. He might have even gotten Dawn to buy into his ideas. Who is that guy and he? That's certainly a good question. Huh? What's that over there? What's what? It looks like whoever it was they were waiting for finally showed up. Creepy men with masks, creepy men with masks, creepy men with masks. It looks like you made it. On time as usual, huh? You could have come a little early for a change. Or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, but we're trained to be punctual. Now, if that displeases you, then let me offer my sincerest apology. Relax, I was just being sarcastic. Now I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already. We don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? There been any other developments since last time? Yes, in fact. Her Majesty has finally made a move. She intends to contribute to the ransom from her own assets. Seriously? We're gonna get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Army? Is there any indication that they figured out where our hideout is? Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We've received reports that members of the Bracer Guild are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you'll need to leave your hideout behind. Yeah, no problem there. We just happened to run into the temporary shelter by chance. Dawn shouldn't have any regrets about it either. There are way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Shara? Should we just storm in, shoot them all, let Adios sort them out? I've got a much better idea. Better idea? These two siblings appear here in the... Yeah. These two siblings appearing here means that the Sky Bandits airship is parked somewhere nearby. There's not much we could do if they got away again, so how about we try taking that out first? I see, so take away their means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Oh, right. Take out the airship first, right? Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. What's wrong? Your face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have that much time. We've got to get on the road and start looking out for their airship before they finish the meeting. So, if there are any final preparations that you need from inside the inn, like buying healing items, you should do it soonish. Should get some water for Olivia, probably. I wonder how he's doing. Same dialogue as before. Yep, he is zonked. Well, Lloyd can't seem to find what he's looking for. I suppose that is everything. The party took the road in search of the location of the airship. And? So, they're parked in front of the Ambrel Tower, huh? This is definitely the perfect place to land since it's off the main road. So, what do you want to do, Shara? Should we subdue them? That's one way to go about things. But there's more than double their number since we last encountered them. Don't worry, even with twice as many guys, they're no match for us. So how about we take them all out at once? I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Oh, keep it down, they're gonna hear you. Well, isn't this a surprise? I can't believe you're standing here after the state you were in before. Your tolerance is impressive. Heh! Who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fair company, I dutifully puked up my guts and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head and voila! I was good to go. I don't know about that. I think I hear your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious tenacity. Come on, I couldn't let you enjoy all the fun yourselves, right? I had to just come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road, so I came up running from behind to catch up with you. I guess we went a little too easy on you. Maybe should have had you down all that brandy at once. You'd have put me to sleep for good if you'd done that, Shara. But anyway, fighting the Sky Bandits here would lack finesse, don't you think? I don't think that's the issue here. No, I'm serious. Even if you subdued them all and managed to rescue the two siblings, there's still a chance they won't tell you where their hideout is. They might even use the hostages as leverage to demand their release. Well, there's risk involved with whatever course of action we take. Or do you have a good plan on how we could avoid taking such a risk? Ah, boy do I ever! Listen up, everyone. Okay. If you blow in my ear, I'm seriously gonna punch your lights out. Kyle, Josette. Good to see you made it back. I didn't think you'd be gone so long. Folks took longer than expected, huh? Yeah, but we're nearing an end with our negotiations. We also managed to get a great deal of information about what's going on within the Royal Army. So what you're saying is... Yep, we'll be getting the ransom money in a few days. We'll finally be one step closer to making our dream a reality. We did it! Sweet! Cool it down, guys. It's a little too early to be getting excited yet. For the moment, we need to get back to the hideout and report to Dawn. Alright, everyone, let's pack up and get out of here. Roger that. In many voices. Way. The temperature outside is 69.8 degrees with 15% humidity. There is a southwest wind blowing, a south-southwest wind blowing at a speed of 12 arg. There's no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. Looks like the army isn't patrolling out here. Activate the orbital engine and begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the ship. Aye, sir. Orbital engine activated. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floater started. Orbital driver started. Stabilizers all green. Alright. Liftoff. Aye, aye, sir. Set the drive rate to 40% and maintain cruising speed. However, make sure that we can switch to battle speed at any time. Aye, sir. Looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah. I'm ready for some serious shut-eye for myself. But first, I've got to report to Dawn. Huh? Did you just hear something? No, I didn't hear anything. It's odd. Could have sworn it came from below deck. Maybe it's just a mouse or something. I have to clean up the place when I can find some free time. So we snuck aboard the airship. And it turns out the hideout was at the top of the cliff in Nebel Valley. Boy, am I tired. Ever since you came here, my night and day has been completely reversed. Just gotta tough things out a little longer, and then we can say goodbye to this horrible life. Don is our leader, we can't go wrong. But don't you think that Don's been acting a little strange lately? He's kinda scary to talk to nowadays. How about you knock that crap off? If College Rosette heard you talking like that, they'd beat you upside the head. But it's just that... I'm sure you're just tired from the lack of sleep. Let's hurry up and finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now if you'd like. Ah! You're those... You're too late. I'm gonna start this off with a dual strike. So the Sky Bandits, a constituent member of the Papua household, swings a dagger with a poison-laced blade. So the gist with these guys is they have ranged attacks or melee attacks depending on what weapon they hold. These are sword guys, so they have a melee only. And what they will end up doing is stabbing you with poison and making you hate everything. Fortunately for us, we do have access to orbital arts, so we should be able to kill them fairly quickly, because they have a slight weakness to every element. And this means Olivier is going ham jabroni on everything. 228, 231, and dead. You can take this one fairly lightly, he's not going to be much of a challenge. Ow. Knocks Olivia out the Earth Wall range, which kind of sucks. But he should be dead within the next 2 turns, so it shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, and he's blinded. Yeah, just wail on him. Because he's blind, it means we have very little risk of actually getting hit, so I'm gonna farm some CP off that guy. Alright. Whew. Looks like we're able to get in here without any trouble. I'm amazed that this little plan actually worked. Guess we all have to thank you this time. Seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. Wasn't sure what we were gonna do if we got caught stowing away. Well, even if we were discovered, we just had to take control of the airship. And we would have had an advantage fighting against this lot in those tight quarters. Superior numbers mean nothing without space to maneuver in. Olivia, so you thought that far ahead, taking all these factors into account, huh? Not in a million years! Are you kidding? I simply thought it would be fun to infiltrate an enemy base. I think we would have been better off if you said nothing at all. Give the poor guy a break at least. We were able to get in here without incident. Anyway, this looks like somewhere in Nebel Valley. Nebel Valley? Like the one on the border of Bose and Roland? Well, that explains why it's so misty outside. And this is definitely terrain covered with extreme differences in height which prevent the landing of any large aircraft. Looks like your guess was right, Shara. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to help us much in getting here. But anyhow, we don't have time to be hanging around here. We'll need to subdue the Sky Bandits and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course, your father Cassius too. Right. Understood. So very quickly, before we get into the Sky Bandits' lair, if you come back this way, you can enter their ship. And see the device that was in the cutscene? It's active now. This is a full HP and EP heal for the entirety of the dungeon. If for some reason you need to grind and the Shining Palms weren't enough, you can grind here, using that as a free healing point. I don't think there's anything outside of that you can interact with. I just thought that might be important to take note of. Anyhow. Let's get moving. Very quickly, just checking Olivia. Yep. So, the first enemies we find here, Gold Rat. Shiny golden nocturnal monster, attacks by using poison-filled glands on its feet. Elder Owl, aggressive avian monster. It circles mountainous regions by air in search of prey. So, the issue with the rats is they're weak to fire. But we don't have multi-hit fire magic yet, because we don't have the seal quartz. Which means that it's just going to be a lot of spamming AoEs and hoping. The best thing I can think of spamming is Diamond Dust, because it also gets the birds for effective damage as well. And then Olivia can use Hellgate. There's going to be a lot of arts casting early on, because arts are just much stronger than physical attacks at the moment. Got a freeze, nice. Ah, no twofer. So, I guess I'm gonna firebolt the ones in the back. You need to watch out for Rat Spring as well, because it can attack you from very long range. See if I manage to hit any of those. Oh! I don't think that's a bad line, actually. And if they don't die to that, they'll die to Shara. Earthboard, protect everyone. And I suppose Joshua can finish off the rat that's stuck in the ice. Estelle's still in range. Earth Wall coming in really clutch. It's very handy. Of course, Estelle's in a spot of trouble at the moment. That god rat's almost dead, so I'm just going to send Olivia to take care of it. Never mind. And Budok.
Oh, are we done already?
So you can see the XP rate's gone up in this area at least. I recommend checking every single room you can, because almost all of them have something important in them. In one way or another. There's one particular room that I'll get to when it becomes relevant. Scorpion. Chest is already empty, you double dipper. So the Scorpion is a whip for Scheherazade. And that increases her combat power quite significantly. Let's see. You'll know if you're moving to another area or not, because there'll be stairs. Anyway. EP charge. Chest is empty. Makes you want to cry, doesn't it? A little. This chest has jeweled ring. And that's the ring that we need for the missing quest. As you see, you can equip it, but it doesn't really offer you much other than some defense. So it's not too big of a deal if you equip it or not. Voices of some men can be heard. Sounds like some of the grunts. Should we rush in the room? I'm gonna say not yet. Specifically because I want to save before I go in, because this fight is kind of difficult, and I want everybody on full HP for when I do it. So, save. Rush in. Huh? Oh, you guys new around here? Like in your freaking dreams. These guys for real? But if you're not new here, then who are you? Wait, are you supposed to be intruder? Bingo! We're with the Bracer Guild. I think it would be best if you surrendered. Get that! We won't give up without a fight. So... I'm gonna steal that critical with Olivier's Happy Trigger. Get as many of them as possible. Or it's Howling Bullet, sorry. I always forget the name difference. But yeah, on a crit, 500 damage. Stonks. I'm gonna use Earth Wall with Stealth to protect everybody in the circle. And then we'll go Hellgate spam with everybody else who has it. And Shara can just do Diamond Dust, I think. I guess Shara will do Aerial instead, because it's faster. Hellgate. Yep, that's a large portion of them down. Earth Wall, protect from the crit. Miss anyway? Nice. And we should be good. Olivia needs some Combat points. Kill? Yes. Nice.
Enjoy the show.
So with that, yes! Poison has a chance to drop, which is why you want to save before you enter. Because if you get poison, then you can get +3 onto your Earth Sepith line, which is very nice. Ah! Honestly, I'm being quite gentle with you. Don't think for a second that you're allowed to pass out yet. But if you start talking, maybe I'll be kind enough to let you. Yikes. Down below, some of our crew are guarding them. Very good. Now, where are your leaders? Kyle and Josette, right? Forget it, lady. Do your worst. No one will tell you where they are. So, the hostages are one thing, but you're not going to sell out your bosses, huh? I guess there's only one thing left to do. Holy crap, lady. Holy strikers. Shera's as unforgiving as ever. This? No. I've been far more unforgiving. Any masochist would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Shera. And my whip would be thrilled to make yours. Maybe some other time. It looks like the hostages are being held down below. Let's hurry. So, the poison is functionally a stand-in for Petrify. If you don't have it, it does the same thing, where it's a status quartz that gives you 3 Earth. That being said, if I give Olivia poison instead of blind, defense 1, and HP 2, now he has access to Earth Wall, La Tyr and Tyr, which basically turned him into a defensive character instead of an offensive one. Which works perfectly fine for me. And this means I can put Trezard on MP 2 instead of 1. Yep. Okay. So Olivia is now basically a budget AoE healer. Here are the next enemy and the last new one in the area, Mad Root. Or Mad Tree, sorry. A plant monster from the mountains. Slows prey's movement with mud. Weak against fire. Obviously. And you're kind of seeing a trend here, where the game keeps throwing fire-weak enemies at you, but we don't have any fire quartz that will actually let us do stuff. That'll change soon, but for now we're stuck in this situation. It's nothing a little bit of a diamond dust won't fix, though. Stun impact sucks. Don't use it. Enough said. Just don't. Mad Roots are quite strong and have a guard against water as well, which means that taking them down directly is kind of difficult. So you just want to stand back and spam arts until it dies. Safest way of dealing with it. Quick draw. And Estelle gets the crit one. I think I missed a side hallway. No, I didn't. Okay. Very quickly, I want to use an EP charge if I still have one. I think I do. Yep. Use one on Shreazard and use one on Estelle. Because the healers are going to be essentially just guzzling away at their EP for a while. Because, spoiler alert, if you go all the way back up to the top, all the enemies respawn. Which isn't exactly fun. Do a flicker to keep that one in place. And diamond dust everything else. Oh, faint, that's nice. Okay, sweet. That is up and moving again. That's not great. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop it either. Unfortunate. But it misses the mud splash, so it doesn't even matter. God damn it. Get bonked.
Oh, are we done?
Horny jail for you tentacle plants. And Joshua's on the cusp of a level up as well. Which is good news for us. Alright, head down. Anyone have a clue what this place is? It's way too big for these bandits to have built it, and it seems pretty ancient. It almost feels like a stronghold of some sort, and I agree, this place is pretty old. I wonder if people used hidden forts like this as hideouts back then. As far as I've heard, the turmoil following the Great Collapse continued on for several hundred years. So it doesn't seem like something that strange, but it's still around. The Great Collapse? The collapse of the ancient Zamurian civilization, which happened more than 1,200 years ago. It's said that a huge natural catastrophe wiped them out. Oh, you mean like Professor Alba said before? I tell you what, though, for being a place this hard to find, someone's got some hilariously bad taste in hideouts. Not to mention, there are all sorts of monsters lurking around here, too. I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Shara? Just what kind of men are you hanging out with? Strega R. 10 defense plus 1 move. Slapping that on Olivia immediately. And Joshua is about to level up, so I want to use as much of his stuff as I can. Get these enemies dealt with. I could get crit rat sprung if I'm not lucky, but he didn't. Boink. Button. And a poultry juicy bone. There's a specific room that we need, and I'll let you know when we get to it. Bare assault. The chest is empty, because you emptied it. Funny how that works. So the bare assault is another weapon for Olivia. You want to walk it's this room. You want to walk up and inspect the orbital vacuum cleaner. What's this? I'm guessing it's an orbital vacuum. It looks like the newest model, so it's probably stolen. Interesting. Huh? What's this? There's something stuffed inside. Found a black notebook. Notebook? Yep, that's what it looks like to me. What's something like this doing inside a vacuum? It's probably something important. Let's hold on to it, just in case. Yeah, good idea. So, the orbital notebook. Oh, not the orbital notebook. The black notebook. A notebook found inside of the Sky Bandits' hideout. Nonsensical rows of numbers are written inside. This is the accounts that the guy who stole and took over the orbital workshop was using. This is enough evidence to put him behind bars and get the rightful owner reinstated. So we'll see how that goes when we return to town. But just pick that up if you want the best resolution for that guy. Two mad trees. Could try. See if I can petrify it. Do the same here. And then we'll drop an aerial on them. Nice! Petrified, so they instantly died. Shadow Spear. Petrify is a very, very strong status. But it's rarely, it rarely works on anything, which is why it's not really in any other builds, because Petrify kind of sucks for its lower activation rate. Anyway, if you keep popping just like that, easy mode.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Got clear gelatin. Not to mention the expensiveness of casting Petrify Breath all the time. Not exactly great. Anyway. I may as well throw off Stun Impact. Even though I think I've done it before. So... yeah, attack guard. Not happening. Stun Impact. 45 EP for the same damage as, like, what, a level 5 Firebolt? Yeah, no. Just throw that stuff in the garbage. It's straight up useless. You do not want it or need it. But to have a crit, I'm gonna quick draw. Just the large AoE Olivier has on a lot of his attacks is really nice. He's one of the first good AoE characters that you get. Oh, and Joshua Untaunt. Not as useful on Joshua because he's built to be more squishy than Estelle, but it's not bad. There's a gold rat vibing. I see no reason to disturb him. Unless Estelle is almost a level up. Well, sometimes the rats just have to die. So we can use Firebolt. Petrify Breath. Flame and Dust. And another petrified breath. Come on, petrify! Nope. Come on, petrify! Nope. Come on, freeze! Nope. Damn, unlucky. But it's dead. Way! Well, those aren't good turns for any of us. So I'm just gonna lot here, ready for afterwards, just to get rid of some of the damage. Nice. Got him.
We're good to go.
Well leveled up. Which means max EP, hurrah. I don't think we're gonna get one for Olivia anytime soon. Nope. It's like 10 battles off and I'm not gonna grind it. Not on stream anyway. Oh god, I'm getting lost. This is the orbital vacuum room, right. Okay. Forward, forward. Enemy. Okay, we took care of that. Forward, forward, forward. Boss room, you can safely assume. Hold on a second. Can hear someone talking on the other side of the door. It sounds like some of the grunts. Let's take care of them before we move on, so there's no surprises behind us later. The voices of some men can be heard. Who are you guys supposed to be? Bracers? How'd you get in here? Looks like the hostages are being held in the room just beyond here. I think it's time you surrendered quietly. Or else. Don't kid yourself. Let's get him. So no crits, unfortunately, for us. But Estelle has enough time to use an Earth Wall, so it's not all bad. And then we are gonna Diamond Dust the ever-loving crap out of them. Just all the AoE spells, all the time. Yes. So Olivia's casting time is really low. So we're going to be able to spam stuff with him more often than we can spam with Estelle. So we'll queue him up, and I've messed up my timing, haven't I? God damn it. You know, it is what it is. I'm sure this will have no repercussions in the future. Oh hey look, the repercussions were minimal. Oh, I can get all of them with a crit. Let's go! Bang, 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 bang. Dead. Easy money! And one of them dropped a chest, so that's another poison quartz. Easy as they come, baby. What's going on out there? Seems a bit loud for just an internal squabble. Is everyone alright? We're with the Bracer Guild, and we've come to rescue you. Seriously? We're saved! We've taken care of the guards, so you don't need to worry about anything for the moment. Really? We've been saved? I'm Grant, captain of the airliner Lynn. I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done for us here today. You can thank us after we've gotten you out of here. By the way, It doesn't look like he's here. Who? Are these all the hostages? Yes, that's correct. This is everybody who is on the Lind, including crew and passengers. That can't be right. Wasn't there a man named by the name of Cassius Bright on this flight? He's a member of the Bracer Guild. Cassius Bright? I do seem to remember hearing that name somewhere. Captain? Isn't he that passenger? You know, the one who got off right before we left? Right, now that you mention it, there was one passenger who did get off. What do you mean? Well, there was this one passenger who disembarked the airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since the Royal City. And he did seem to have such a name, if I remember correctly. What? But his name was on the passenger list. Well, since he got off right before we departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. This would have been handled had we arrived in Roland, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route, and things were left as they were. So that's what happened, huh? I thought it would have been awfully strange if that had been captured by the Sky Bandits. Well, it looks like our question has finally been answered. Oh, how ironic. Now wait a minute, but then just what is Dad doing? With something this big going on, why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Estelle. I know you're as curious to know as I am, but thinking about it now isn't going to get us anywhere. Our focus needs to be on securing the safety of these hostages. Okay, you're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We are now going to go after the Sky Bandit leaders and arrest them. I know how you all must feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer. We'll be waiting here. Good luck. If that's the case, we'll prepare for the worst. Our lives are in your hands. In other words, don't let us down. Leave everything to us. I don't think there's any additional dialogue for speaking to any of these people, so I'm not going to. Freedom. Head down the stairs. A familiar voice can be heard. Is this? Yep, looks like the Sky Bandit boss room. Nope. Not going anywhere near there at the moment. The treasure chest is offended that you have returned. Was the first time not good enough for you? Damn treasure chests with your standards. Let me pickpocket you at will. There's a rock wall at the end of the passage. Is this a dead end? No, it looks like there's something here. Should we try pushing on it? Push the rock wall? And way up. The rock wall explodes when you push on it, apparently. I don't ask questions. I just blow up walls. This was a secret door? That's quite a neat little trick there. I wouldn't expect anything less from a secret fort. This looks like it's a corner of Nebel Valley. Sure, should we help the hostages escape first? No, we need to take out the Sky Bandit boss first. If we're attacked while attempting to escape, there's no way we'll be able to protect that many people. Oh, that's true. Well then, how about we get back in there and have a face-to-face chat with the gentleman running this operation? I'm going to go and heal first because I don't want to die. Whee! Oh crap. I'm going to die. It was a joke. Game, I was joking. No. I need to get into the fucking house. And that's a pecker. Ow. Good lord, how hard can it be? I want to in the house. I want house in. Let me in. We want house. Rest. Ah, full heal. I don't need to use the Abaddon potluck that's available here because I already have over 100 CP on everyone, but if you need it, then go ahead. Oh, for the love of... freaking birds. Right. I do believe that is everything. Ow. That's my hand. And my desk. So... alright. I think I am prepared. I am completely ready to be proven wrong and get absolutely melted. So the Queen's gonna pay out the ransom, is she? Now we can finally say goodbye to this meager living. Don't get careless, bro. We haven't got the money in hand yet. Yeah, we'll need to decide on a plan on how to let the hostages go. Let the hostages go? Now hold on a minute. Why do we have to bother with that? Yeah, but... once we get our mirror, we'll just kill them all and be done with it. We've no need to leave them alive. Don? You're joking, right? They knew exactly what we looked like, remember? Even if we left them all for good, we could still be tracked, right? There are old people and kids among them. You really intend to just kill them all? I swear, no matter how old you get, you never grow up. Isn't playtime, get it? But I'm sorry to say this, bro, but I'm against killing the hostages too. Adios will never forgive us if we do that. And I don't want to go back home with the mirror stained in the blood of innocent people. Kyle. Since when did you become the boss around here? Huh? I think it's about time you learned your place. Kyle? Who cares about our old home? With this kind of mirror coming in, what could you possibly want with our old worthless land? We're gonna blow this cash somewhere near the southern resort and enjoy the good life for a while. What did you say? Once we run out of mirror, we'll just hijack another airship. This is gonna be the future of the Kapua Sky Bandits. Cartoonishly evil laugh. Don, what's happened to you? What in Adios' name has happened to you? Sorry to interrupt. Could you have your little family feud later? You again? Racers? Why are you here? How can you say something so heartless? Especially after you gave us a lift here in your own airship. Impossible. What are you talking about? Can't be. You had your airship sitting in front of the Ambral Tower, right? We just slipped in when you weren't looking and hid in the cargo hold. In other words, we stole the ride from a bandit. Ha! Take that. For a dimwit, you've really outdone yourself this time. Who are you calling a dimwit? You two-faced tomboy? What did you just call me? You bimbo? Airhead brute? Just try and say that again. Alright. Enough of the bickering between you two. We've liberated the hostages and defeated the other members of your group. So, it looks like all that's left is you three. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby placed under arrest. It would be best not to resist. Man. Good crap. Kyle, Josette, what is the meaning of this? Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Don. That's okay. I'll forgive you just this once. Once I kill him, that'll be that. What? What a bunch of fools you are. To think with that pitiful number of people you could ever capture Don Capua. Look at how effortlessly he handles that oval cannon. Kyle, Josette, it's time to hunt some game. And I like my sport bloody. So, the Kapua family. We've only fought them separately so far, but together they are much, much stronger. Don has area of effect attacks that can target the whole group. Josette has status arts and support. And Kyle can inflict blindness on you and make it impossible for you to hit the other members. In terms of priority, I recommend taking Josette or Kyle down first, and then focusing on Don, because you can avoid all of his attacks with Earthwall due to how slow he is. However, if Josette and Kyle are healing him or slowing you down, it just expedites the process. So, for now, I'm going to try and delay Josette. Get an Earthwall going on everybody else. Give Joshua a clock up. And then we'll go for a... Diamond Dust on the front too. That should be good. Earthwall goes up. Clock up goes off. Yep, that's what I meant by AoE attacks. This guy hits like a freaking truck. Petrify Breath. If you don't have a means of Petrify immunity, this fight can be pretty luck-based, but it's not terrible. Ugh, I really don't want Don on that crit reel. It's whatever. I'm just gonna use Olivier's S-Craft. It's not like I was using his arts for much anyway. Here's an explosion. Hits like a freaking truck. Earthwall to steal his crits. And Lartier for healing. I don't think he'll target Olivier, but if he does, that might be problematic. Oh no, we're okay. Lartier. And then we are gonna... cut Josette off, and then kill Kyle as well. I think that gets Kyle. Yeah, okay. Kyle goes down. Switch your spell on Josette. Joshua then needs heals. And as long as we keep Joshua funneled with health and stuff, he should be able to solo the rest of the fight. I'm gonna have him... I'm gonna have him move to Olivier with a tear bomb. There we go. Earthwall, the front two. And then we're going to use Salmon Miniere. Move Sharon into the middle so she can get the Earth Wall on everybody. And basically just keep smacking away at him until he dies. If Stell can steal the crit, that's good. She can't replace it with anything else, but getting a crit turn away from him is always good. Miss because it's blind. This is perfect. General rule of thumb, if something insta-kills, most bosses will be immune to it, so you're not going to be able to get him with Petrify, but damage is damage. And Petrify Breath ain't bad damage. Unfortunately, Estella is kind of hitting for the pits at the moment. Oh, there we go, he finally broke through. Wall. We're gonna clock up on Joshua, just to keep his damage output up. Clock up again. Soldoir. As you can see, Don really doesn't pose much of a threat on his own. It's just when he has people supporting him that it can be a bit of an issue. Fortunately for us, that shouldn't be going on for much longer though, because Don is about cooked. Bonk. And down.
That's that then. Let's move out.
These guys are tough. So this is the strength of braces, huh? Crap. How could I lose to this girl? And that's how it's done. Have you learned your lesson yet? Now that this has been settled, I'm going to ask that you surrender nicely. Any more trouble out of you, and well, you know what happens, right? Jerezard stroked her whip, smiling at Josette. Yikes! No, anything but that. Why me? Why do I have to go down like this? Ow! What's going on? I heard all over. When did I get a normal cannon? What the heck? Bro. Don? Oh, Josette. You back from Roland already? If you're back this quickly, then I guess things didn't work out, huh? Eh? Don't try and cover it up. If you've had enough, then how about leaving the breadwinning to us men? We probably won't be able to learn a whole lot, but be patient. Don, what are you talking about? Did you hit your head, bro? Rosette came back from Roland like forever ago. I went to pick her up right after we attacked the airliner. What? Attacked an airliner? What's all this crazy talk? We'd never do something like that. Eh? What's this guy talking about? I don't think he's trying to cover his butt. He really doesn't know. Come to think of it, who are these strangers? Don't tell me they're new recruits. Sorry to burst your bubble, but we're not. We're with the Bracer Guild. Huh? What are a bunch of bracers doing up here? This guy's completely lost his marbles. Oh, what an interesting turn of events. Whether you've forgotten or not, you're still under arrest. You're charged with hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding a ransom, and other such offenses. Hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, and demanding a ransom? Kyle, Josette, tell me this is some kind of joke. Don, I think that's my line. Thanks to you, bro. We've got a chance to escape. Oh, hell. Not again. Hey. Kyle? We'll talk about this later. Let's just focus on getting out of here. I'm never going to get the smell of this out of my hair. Let's hurry and get out of this room. Ah, crap. Which way did they go? They went up. They're gonna try and escape in their airship. Ah. After tracking them this far, we can't let them get away. We've gotta catch them. Right. Understood. I made it out alive. Oh, what a tragedy this has become. My delicate navel cavity. Hey, Olivia, you better hurry or we're gonna leave you behind. Ah, wait for me! So I'm gonna unequip all of his fancy stuff for the moment. As you can tell by the quietening down of the music, basically all the action's over for now. So we do have to go all the way back through the dungeon. And I'm pretty sure... Oh no, wait, hold on. No, I'm jumping the gun a little bit here. Sorry about that. So the good news is we don't need the brain, please. We don't need Earthwall anymore on Scheherazade and Funny Man, but you should still keep them equipped for a little bit. I jumped the gun on my unequipping, so that's my bad. Apologies. Hold it right there, you. You're not getting past us. You guys are back for more? Taking a righteous beating like that? That's what I call tough. If you don't want to move, then we're just going to force our way through. So we do have to whack us bonkus all of them, unfortunately. All over again. Electric Boogaloo. So Hellgate spam, need I say more? If you can beat the Sky Bandits, these guys pose next to no threat. Just boink them until they fall over. Which ain't too hard. This is also another chance to get poisons if you didn't find any earlier. The enemies are still very much a problem, but I'd recommend actually just running from them. Because you don't really need to fight them, because they don't actually hold anything of value. Or well, they would, but you know, we've kind of already beaten the boss, so we've done all there is to do. So you can just shimmy your way past everything. If you still haven't gotten the Orbital Vacuum from earlier, do that now, because this will be your last chance to come and get it. Don't you think you're going up any further? Take the hostages and go. So you're back for more, huh? When will you learn? What are you trying to do? Buy time for your leaders to escape? Heh, they've done a lot for us over the years. Now it's time to return the favor. So much of the same, unfortunately. The Sky Bandit encounter is going to play out basically the same way every time. Two down. And bye-bye. Olivia levels up. Around the back of that enemy. And the rest of the exit section of the Sky Bandits is pretty much the same. Fight 3 groups of enemies that we did on the way down, and yeah, pretty much all done. If we check in their quarters, they're all gone, so they're probably up ahead. Want to La tear everybody up. Crap, looks like we got company. Don't you think you're gonna walk out the same way you came in? We just buy some time for Don, Carl, and Josette to escape. Trying to shield your masters to the bitter end, huh? Though it's a ridiculous thing to do, your spirit is admirable. Then I wonder if beating them into the ground might be a way to honor their sacrifice. Let's take them down! Again, more of the same, really. It's not too difficult if you have the same setup I'm using, but there's the chance that you've missed out on some quartz, like the evade from the Thunderquaker, and you don't have access to a double aerial setup yet. Anyway. Uh-oh. Okay, didn't rat spring me. That could have been bad. Okay, now we do it. Now we strip everybody. Cause, spoiler alert, these two aren't going to be with us for much longer, I'm afraid. And lo and behold, the Royal Guard found him. What's this? How'd the army find out about this place? A liar? Things weren't supposed to go down like this. Hey, get your dirty mitts off me. Hey, what's going on here? Don is still confused. So, those are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits? I'm surprised there's such a young woman too. How about you shut your yap and start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this? So, how about it, Niall? Is this enough to help you write a decent article? You bet it is. I'm really grateful that you took us along. Oh, would you mind if we took a picture of you while you're at it? What do you think, General Morgan? Do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about. No. This was just the result of the accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysts. And thanks to the cooperation of those of you standing over there. What? What are you guys... I mean... How the heck? What's going on exactly? It's you kids again. Hey look, it's Estelle and Joshua! Braces? Why are you here? Just for the record, I'll tell you we infiltrated this place one step ahead of you. Again. The entire hideout has been subdued. We chased the fleeing sky bandits and leaders up this way. But I never would have guessed that the Royal Army's patrol ship would have been waiting. Once again, you've overstepped your bounds. With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strike saw this level of success. Therefore, couldn't we in turn recognize their achievements? Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship and see what information I can get out of these sky bandits. Very well, General. That old man's as stubborn as ever. He's not a bad person. He just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other sky bandits and hostages? The other lackeys should be just lying all over the place unconscious. And as for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in. I see. You've done this nation a great service. Please, leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amalthea. Yes, Colonel. Sim! Wait for me, Colonel. I'd really like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel's top priority. If we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing one with you too. See you later, Estelle. Joshua. It's a nice little sign that they're getting a bit more respect in the world. My. You had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen. Just like that. You got that right. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The Brace's role has always been that of the unsung hero. So there's no real reason for us to stand out. That sounds about right, yeah. Dad always made a point of staying in the background too. Really? I'd never noticed. Where is Dad? I guess that's one problem we've still got to figure out. Where's Dad now? What is he doing? Why hasn't he tried to contact us yet? It looks like there's nothing else left for us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to Bose and report what happened with the incident. We'll try and figure out what to do about your dad after that. I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears that my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory. So I don't know if we could exactly say that we solved this case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may well have armed the hostages. Agreed. Everything worked out because you infiltrated their hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done. You really think so? It's true, the hostages were freed, and the Sky Bandits arrested. But it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left. The men who appeared at Valeria Lakeshore. The mystifying attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider that there's a lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Well, I guess I'll have to leave that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits being detained by them, there's really not much left we can do. Anyway, we should just be glad that all the hostages came back safe. Thanks to the news about the arrest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As a token of my thanks, I've awarded a bit of bonus. Really? You okay with that? No, of course I am. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier. Oh, I just hoped that my work was worth the price of that grand Chardonnay. Yes, in fact, there was change to spare. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and if anything else comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again. Good day. Wow, nice that someone appreciates us. I'm sure that if the incident had gone on any longer, it would have caused much more confusion. probably only natural that the mayor's happy as she is. Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a bracer could be any more happy knowing her work helped out a bunch of other people. If you say so. But I think it's safe to say that you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time. You think so? At any rate, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing up the incident. Finally! Advance to 5th class. Receive the Haze Quartz. Here's the pay the mayor was talking about. It's a very nice sum. And this is from me. Isn't this a recommendation from the Bose branch? Is it alright to give this to us so soon? Of course. It would be downright rude of me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please, accept it. Thank you, Legrand. We'll work hard so that we don't bring any embarrassment to this recommendation. Great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news. Sure. You're probably right. I wonder what on earth Cassius could be doing right now. Not contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter. Yeah, it's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone. Excuse me, please. Aren't you that receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter? You see, we recovered some of the stolen cargo from the Sky Bandits. And among some of the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracer Guild. So I'm here to deliver one of them today. I appreciate you doing that. Wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left Bose to begin with? It's actually addressed to the Roland branch. But aren't Cassius Bright's family members here? What? That's us, but... Oh, perfect. We contacted the Roland branch, but they said you'd come here. Here you are. This is the parcel. Estelle was given both a letter and a parcel. This letter, yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Roland branch. It seems as if he just scribbled it out before he got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all. Oh. Well, that's good to hear. So, that parcel is from your dad too? No. This one looks like it was sent to my dad by someone else. Huh? That's odd. Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere. Okay, my business here is done, so I'll be on my way. Oh, and one other thing. Good job in helping arrest those Sky Bandits. Your bracers sure do excellent work. And to think that a clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read his letter if you like. Thanks, Legrand. Oh, well then. Let's have a look at the contents, shall we? Do you mind telling me what you're still doing here? It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to its departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, that question would stick in my mind, so I'd never be able to sleep at night. And you're telling me this because... Oh, how heartless and cruel can you be to a companion who has travelled alongside you? And just who is it that you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout, I wonder? Alright already. You can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know. I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may have to ask you to leave, okay? Oh, of course. I understand. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Estelle started by cutting the seal. Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably about finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning. But take each one step at a time. I know you both can succeed. Anyway, it turns out that I've had a little trouble with my own work. And unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough to not be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it up to both of you to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working in Roland, or you're free to pursue the qualifying as senior bracers. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Scheherazade and Ina. Cassius Bright. That seems like the kind of letter your father would write. It touches lightly on things, but it's full of consideration towards both of you. Yeah. It looks that way. Queen's birthday celebration, is it? What I've heard, that's still a ways off. Yeah, it's about 2 or 3 months away. Which means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. I really wonder where your father is, and what he's up to. Forget about that. Let's focus what's in the package. With an unknown sender, there's bound to be something interesting inside. To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself. But we shouldn't open things addressed to my dad. Why don't you think of it this way? It was a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time of your father's disappearance. The two might be related, you know. That's true. Olivia, don't coax Estelle into doing something to satisfy your own curiosity. Actually, though, Olivia does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into. Okay, let's check it out. Estelle opened the parcel from the unknown sender. Inside was a shiny black hemispherical device. Also enclosed was a single memo with the item. What's this supposed to be? It's an orbment, although I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says. I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. K. That's it? Yep, looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Shara, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be? I hate to say this, but I don't have a clue for either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners too. If this is the only thing we've got to go on, then honestly I'm about ready to throw in the towel. The heck is a black orbment anyway? The shape alone doesn't look like anything intended for general use. Although it feels a little similar to a battle orbment. Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle orbment has slots in which to install quartz. But this one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact. An artifact? Precisely. An artifact is an orbment created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are models for all orbments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins, and for the most part, the Septian Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. But this one doesn't appear to be that old. It looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item. Jeez, now look what's happened because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know that we're all worried about him? Estelle? Now he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender. What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time? Estelle. You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey? Huh? Joshua? That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he did say that, but we've already managed to get recommendations from Roland and Bose, right? All that's left are Ruan, Zeiss, and Gransel. Only those three. If we do jobs as we travel around to these other regions, we might just hear something about where Dad is or what he's doing. I think we're just worrying ourselves for nothing considering Dad's skills. And there's also the possibility that he may have even travelled abroad. But I think getting off our own duffs is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. We might just be able to find this Professor R too. Joshua? What? You're a genius! Estelle, what are you talking about? This is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone! Or maybe even 10. Sometimes I hate you for being so smart. So, should I consider that a yes? Oh, is it ever? Yes, yes, triple yes! Training to be senior bracers as we travel around the bow, and exposing what that no-good middle-aged man has been doing in the process. I think you're somehow missing the point. It looks like she's back to her old self. Ah, I guess it's settled then. Well, take care. I'm going to head back to Roland now. That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. You sure you don't want me to come along? Give it a rest, Shara. We'll be fine. Please, please, I need another party member. No! The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. We wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us. And if you didn't go back, the Roland branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure out a way to get things done. Well, if you insist. It's pretty rare for someone your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. And if you run into any trouble, contact the Roland branch. You got it? I'll come running, no matter where you are. Sure. Thanks, Shara. The same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Alright, I'll watch my number of drinks. Oh, never fear, dear children. You can count on me to protect the fair Shara. And why are you headed to Roland? Not to mention with Shara. That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bowes. And I thought it was about time I turned my attentions towards other regions. As for Roland's cuisine, I've heard the produce is just to die for. So, that's what I'm looking forward to next. That's pretty much it. He says he wants me introduce him to some nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables and some other such nonsense. Since he's persistent, I only agreed to him coming along under the condition that he go drinking with me at the bar. We'll never see him alive again. Olivia, I really hope you understand what you promised her. Huh. How could I die for the likes of wine, women, and food? Part of me longs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany the fair Shara instead. I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away from me. Well, have fun, but I'm warning you, don't you dare make any trouble in Roland, you hear me? Here's another piece of advice. When Shara's at the bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say that. I say you should beware. How dare you speak about your mentor like that, Estelle? Besides, Ina's coming along too. Yeah, and she's even worse than you. The gloves come off, huh? Is that, by chance, what Estelle and you were talking about before? Yes, Estelle said it best though. It was nice knowing you. Yes, it was a pleasure. Eh? The Roland-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Well, Ollie boy, it looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we'd better hurry and get on. Shara, wait! Can't we talk this over? I'd really appreciate it if I had a little more time to think things through. Surely you're not getting cold feet already? If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny. See you later, Shara. Give our regards to everyone in Roland. Have a wonderful trip, you two. Oh, he's dead. He's a very dead man. I give it like an hour before he dies. Anyway. That concludes the first chapter of the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. The Disappearance of the Lind. get into more of what this means next time. So, if you watch the stream, the VOD, or just hopped in for a moment, I appreciate you. And have a good rest of your day, week, evening, whatever, until we meet again. Goodbye.